Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So today guys, we are working on the Ford Fiesta Auto with the engine issue problem. I've got all the parts for that now. So we should have a good crack at putting all this back together. I've got the head gasket kit, I've got the head bolts. We're gonna lap the valves in with a bit of grinding paste, get all those set in place, get the head done, then get the head on, then just start rebuilding this engine today. How far we get, I don't know. Let's just see how far, it takes us today, but you never know. We might be able to put it all back in and turn that key and see if she starts. So let's get into it. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, so just before I show you what we've got, I just want to quickly take you over here because the Focus ST is back in the workshop. And yeah, it's got a creaky power steering rack. It's an electronic steering rack and it's creaking. So we have got to replace the rack for the daughter because yeah, it's really bad. I've just put it on the ramp, took it up in the air, took some part numbers off the steering rack itself so I can get another one in, and then once that comes in, we are going to be doing this for her, hopefully within maybe next week. This has got to be done. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I just needed to find out the part numbers on the actual steering rack itself. That's why it's here. So yeah, that's just there. I thought I'd just show you. If anyone saw it in the background, that's why this is here. But apart from that, it's absolutely lovely. She absolutely loves it. And yeah, it's still a very nice car. Security. But yeah, that's why it's here. So I just thought I'd quickly show you. Have we got any scuffs on the wheels that are... This side, she's actually keeping pretty clean. I've got to be honest, they're like brand new still, them wheels. The other side, I think she's scuffed. Yeah, she's scuffed. What can you do? What can you do, eh? It is what it is. Trust me, I mentioned it to her. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let me show you what's turned up when it comes to parts for this head. It got a complete head gasket kit. Head gasket, all the little sort of, I think they're for the intake. Those are for the intake. So you do actually get a kit that covers most of the oil. This is for the ends of the cranks. You can see it there. These replace them ones there. So you just put them off and put them in. So we've got new oil seals. We've got new gaskets. That one's for the water. Is it water thermostat? I think. Yep, that one goes there for the thermostat, so that's good. And obviously head bolts as well, and the stem seals turned up as well. The only trouble is with these stem seals that they're all the same colour. I thought you had red and green, but these are all the same colour. Now, whether or not they've made a mistake and didn't have any greens, I don't know. I'm going to have to speak to get on the phone to another mechanic that I know, see if he can advise me as if it's going to be all right. So, I don't know. There's obviously a reason why they're coloured. There's obviously a reason. Maybe it's because of heat. The red ones can take more heat than the green ones. And I suppose it don't really matter because they're all red. You put it on the green side, it's not going to get that hot, so they're still covered because obviously the amount that it can take. Don't know. I'll have to get into it. I'll have to find out. I'll have to speak to someone. But yeah. Oh, I've got the exhaust gasket as well there as well. That one there is the exhaust gasket, which is that one there. So yeah, comes with all the bits and pieces. So now we can crack on and get this one all lapped in with this lapping tool and some paste. You've got fine paste and you've got coarse paste. So you've got coarse and fine. But we're just going to use fine. I don't think it doesn't need coarse. They're quite good. Yeah, I think a coarse one would be well over the top for this. You know, they're quite good. You can just see the little, you can just see the little area like where it's touching on the sort of, so those are the little bits I need to get off. So yeah, I'll set you up. Let's get cracking, guys. Let's start rebuilding this head and get it back in the car, hopefully today. Let's do this. Right, okay. So, guys, that is all the valves, grind, lapped, you know, set, whatever you want to call it. They didn't take that much. You can see how shiny they are. There's a few little nips on it, but most of it is pretty good. They didn't really need it a lot, I've got to be honest. But yeah, like just as long as that face there is super shiny, you know, and you're getting these faces really shiny as well. That's all it really needs. So yeah, I did actually use the coarse side in the end because it was a lot quicker. So yeah, but at least that's done. There's the old valve that's caused all these problems. And believe it or not, that is not one bit. Like it gradually worked away. It's a weird to explain, but basically it looks like someone's bit away at it. That ain't just one piece. Very slowly has that just been worn away. So yeah, but anyway, we've got the brand new one in there as well. So that's the one that we needed to replace. All been lapped in, all been grinded back. Now we've got to do is spin her over, put the valves in and start setting and putting these little keepers in place. And then you just use, I think you use a socket to put over them. I don't know what size socket, I've got to find out what socket. And then you just tap them in and they tap in and they just hold in place. So I think what we'll do, we'll just spin it over, we'll tap them in, and then we'll set the valves, and then we'll do the springs and the keepers after that. So yeah, let's just keep going. Let's just see how it goes. Let's do this. Right, okay. Guys, making some great progress in a minute. So, as you can see, all the valves have been put back in place and set. You see, that was the one that we replaced, that one there. Yeah, all the springs have been put back in. The buckets have been put back in the right order where they go. Let me just try and pull one out. But, yeah, all good. Those little keepers there, those little collet things that go in there and it holds it down, they just take so much time. But we've done it. So now, what we've got to do is we've got to put the head on with the new head gasket, so we can torque the bolts down, because you can't get to the bolts once the cams are in on top of the head. So the bolts have got to be the next thing we do. I've got to find the torque settings for these bolts. Yeah, and they just sort of sit down like that into the actual block, and they get torqued down to certain procedure as well. You've got to do certain pattern. So I've got to find out what that is online. I know somewhere where I can get that from, so that's not a problem. And then, yeah, we are going to carry on and get this head in now. So let's get the head gasket on, new one, and continue over here. So I'll set you up over here. Let's do this. Right, okay, so there we go. That is the head on. Head bolts are down, torqued to where they should be. This is a sequence of obviously what numbers you have to do in order to make it sit flat and even. 15, 15, 5, 15, 35, 75 degrees is what the torque, the head bolts needed to be. So that's all done. So now we can move on. We'll do the cams, we'll get those in, we'll get the caps down, and then we'll start timing it up, put the belt back on. Just do the process of putting it all back together. Put the exhaust, we can do the exhaust at the back as well. We can put that back on, put them bolts up, and just basically start putting this together now. So yeah, let's crack on for now. I have got an MOT booked today at 1 o'clock for the red Fiesta. I've got about half an hour, 45 minutes. Let's just crack on for now. Let's just see how far I get. And then when I go off, I'll be back from the MOT centre and I'll let you know how that gets on with the red one. Very, very busy. Let's continue. Let's set you up. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, let me just show you what I've been up to. So the cams are back in place, cam caps torqued down to 7 Newton meters. This is all back in place, that the actual pulleys are there. It's timed up as well, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going really, really well. I've put tension on the belt. The bottom end is lined up as well on the pin. The top end is lined up with the plate. The cams are looking exactly where they should be. So good news. It's going really, really well. And it's just going to take some time, and that's just the way it is. But I want to sort of slowly do it and put it all back together. And then that way we shouldn't have any real issues on the startup. So yeah, hopefully guys, this works. It should do. I'm quite confident that this is gonna have it. So, but it is MOT time now. So I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna grab sort out the MOT, and when I come back, we're gonna continue. We're gonna do the exhaust. We're gonna do the side. We're gonna put the engine mount back on. We're gonna put everything back together as much as we can, and hopefully turn that key today. So let's continue. I will see you soon. See you in a bit. Right, okay, guys, I am back from the MOT centre with this one, the Race Red Fiesta. Let me show you the results on that one. So there we go. We have got one advisory, which is the lower ball joint on the driver's side. It's not a foul, it's only an advisory, but I think I'm going to do it. Just change the whole arm, and then that'll be that car absolutely done then, ready for the new owner. So, but I'm going to put this one outside. We'll crack on that at another time. We really need to get going with this. So I really want to hopefully start this key and turn that key and start this engine today if we can. So let's continue putting this all back together. Let's do this. Guys, do you know what? I was going great guns there. Everything was going back together until actually, I think I can get to it. It's going to be tight, but I think I can get in there. This here is an earth, and that has to go around and connect right up in there, but I think there's enough space to me to just sort of slide through and get into there and get that done. If I can, happy days. I ain't got to take intake off again. I don't think I should have to, but yeah, it's starting to go back together now. We are getting there. Just want to get those injectors over, connect those up, put those down, put the throttle body in place, connect up all the plugs and connectors and stuff. And I think we should be ready to give this a start. So, yeah, bear with me. Let's keep going for now. Do as much as we can. And then I'm going to try and put the battery back in. So, yeah, fingers crossed for this one. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, I think we're ready for it. Still got to do some other bits and pieces. Auxiliary belt's got to go back on. What else? Just got to check to make sure everything's plugged in and stuff like that. But I think we're ready for that turn and that key. I've just got the scan tool out. I haven't tried this yet. I haven't tried to turn that key yet. I've just got the scan tool out and cleared all the codes. The only thing that's left is this. Open switch to bonnet, which means the bonnet's not latched or whatever. So that's that. Mirror fold relay. I don't know why that's coming up. Mirror fold relay. This doesn't have mirror folding on it. It doesn't have it. If it's got it, it shows it on here that it folds. So I don't know why that's coming up, which is strange. But anyway, let's try and go for a start. Let's do this. I'm going to turn it on and off a few times just to get that fuel up to the rail. So I've had the rail off a couple of times now. Oh, that should do it. Wow. That already sounds so much better. That's exactly how they should sound. So yeah, it runs, it's alive. So that's good news, really, really good news. Just got to do a few more bits and pieces and get this front end back on, bonnet, bumper. This is actually going for an MOT tomorrow at 2 o'clock tomorrow. So I just want to sort of just go over it and just check things and make sure it's all good. Got a bit of smoke coming up from somewhere, so I'll have to see what that's all about. But I think it's going to probably be cleaner. I've sprayed sort of cleaner and stuff like that all over it, so that's probably what that is. But we'll have a check and have a look, see what's going on. But yeah, so far so good. But I've run out of time. That's going to be it. That's the end of today's video, guys. I've done absolutely loads. I've put it all back together. It runs. So we can finish this off now tomorrow. But for today, that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop me a comment. Give the video a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. See you soon.